Yeah, so one of my partners is Goldfish Swim School. They're a learn to swim academy slash school. So it's kids anywhere from like 6 months old all the way up to age 12. They're trying to introduce the sport of swimming to as many people as they can, and they bring me on to help with that mission. So that was something that's sent out to every one of their new swimmers that comes on board.
When you heard the video being played, what was going through your mind and what were you feeling emotionally?
Yeah, I'm a really visual person. So like I was thinking of like past experiences. So I have like some visual memories of when I was 4 and I hated swimming. I was just sitting on my mom's lap for practice every day. I came up with an excuse every single day to get out of practice. And then I'm also thinking of like the summer league swim relays, swimming on relays with my brother, who's 2 years older than me. That's something that I really enjoyed growing up. The camaraderie of the sport. I was also thinking about the other sports. I mean, I think I kind of undersold how much I liked the other sports as well. In that video, I really did love being a part of a team sport like baseball, soccer, and football. But at the end of the day, like I knew swimming is where my talent lies. And like I said, I knew that I cared the most about swimming because I got insanely nervous and I got really invested in the results of the competitions as well.
It was expressed by you to Marcos Papadopoulos over at Digital Journal. You had said it was really cool to win one of each medal, he admitted. It is really nice to have something in medal format to showcase for all of the hard work that I put in this year. And that was due to the Tokyo Summer Olympic Games. What are your thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I always say aesthetically, you kind of want one of each. I mean, in terms of like you put it on a table, having one of each color looks cooler than having three of the same color, honestly. Obviously, I would love to win all three. But at the end of the day, like the Olympics is an insanely competitive event. So going in and being second best in the world or third best in the world, that's nothing to be ashamed about. And it's something to celebrate and to celebrate the people that put in a lot of effort to help you get there.
You acknowledged that you had learned a great deal, Ryan, since the Olympic Games, and in 2016, you were still an undergrad and
Mm-hmm.
you really, grown a lot in terms of confidence and being able to have, more of that good free flowing of conversations. What
Mm-hmm.
has that openness, that transparency, that willingness to be able to just allow yourself to just be you, how has that benefited you?
Well, it's benefited me in a lot of different ways. I mean, I think going back to kind of like the foundation of the confidence, I mean, being able to go and compete in the Olympics, accomplish my goals, that gave me a lot of confidence, not just in swimming, but in every aspect of my life. Like that is the first thing that I felt like I really went all in at. I put everything I had towards trying to be great at the Olympics in 2016, and it was my best meet ever. And so now, like I feel like I can kind of take that sort of commitment to the process and be successful in kind of whatever I want to do. That's kind of the mindset I'm taking everywhere. And then in terms of like being open, it's really helped. I mean, I think it's allowed me to relate to people a lot more. I think a lot of times people will see athletes and they'll think that they've got everything figured out. They've got it all together. And I mean, athletes are like anyone else. It's always a work in process. We're always trying to find that little thing to improve on. We're constantly studying the sport, studying the things that impact our sport, and trying to put it all together to try to have a good performance.
You were recently, last weekend to be more specific, Ryan, you were in Mission Viejo. What
Mm-hmm.
was your experience like? What was happening down there in Mission?
Yeah, so that was kind of just like our last in-season meet before what we call championship season. So it was fun. It was a little age group meet, so a lot of younger kids, a lot of 18 and unders running around, and it's cool to go to meets like that. I think when you turn professional in the sport, you have the opportunity to go to these really put together meets where you're only competing against the best people in the world. And that's all good and great. But I think it's important to be reminded of what it was like to swim in high school, and be reminded of some of the feelings you had at that point, and be reminded that you're a really good athlete too, because these kids kind of treat you like you're a hero. They're asking for pictures every chance they can, and it's a lot of fun to kind of be reminded of that as well.
You're 26. Have you ever given consideration to the fact that you've accomplished what you've accomplished in a way that seems to be very early in your life